Hey people, welcome to the Friday stream and Happy New Year. Happy second day of 2026. This is my first live stream of the new year. As you may remember, my previous live stream ended right before New Year's officially kicked in. So hope you all had a good New Year's Day yesterday. It's a bit before 6:30. I figured why not start it up a bit early. I was ready to go. Hello Gertij, welcome, and Leo, Nadine, what's up Ted and Craig O'Connor, Vivian Johnson, Mr. Majestic, welcome everyone, Alan K, Chowdhury, John Nicholson, S. Giles, Happy New Year. Hello Clee1, William Elliott, and it is cold again. Maybe not quite as cold as it was on New Year's Eve, but pretty close, I would say. I think it's around -6, but with the wind chill right now, it feels more like -14. Hey, Warwalker. Hey, Mike Landry. First live stream super chat of 2026. $2. Hello, Ken and everyone. Hello, Mike. Glad you could join us once again. Thank you very kindly, and Mike Landry, and Happy New Year once again. Hey, Carol L.E. and Felicity. What's up, Drew Costin and Susie? Yeah, I was all ready to go. I figured, why wait till 6:30? When I was already outside, might as well start moving instead of standing and waiting for 6:30. When it's cold like this, you gotta keep moving. Hey, Modano, hello. And let's see if my phone does better tonight than it did last time. It died at just under 2 hours of streaming time last time. 11:56 p.m., of course, right before the fireworks. I'm using a different cord tonight than I was during the New Year's Eve stream. So maybe this cord will work a bit better. Alright, I'm going to walk along Mutual Street here. The feeling is mutual right now. Hey, Jacob, Nadia, just walking on the street for some reason. I suppose I can go on the sidewalk. What's up, Daniel? And Jan, hello. And Brendan, good evening. Lena. I guess there's no Nadia, it's Nadine. I just saw Nadia pop up in the chat. But I think that was supposed to say Nadine. Hey Tony, hello, hello. Kurt D, hello. Happy New Year. What's up, Jacques? So we're just gonna walk around downtown on another bitterly cold night here, but it's the first Friday night of 2026. Let's see if there's anything going on. Probably not too much. Hello Jada, Happy New Year. And Tom Seeley. And Brent. And Walk Asher. Traffic on Mutual Street. Something I'm not used to or expecting. There we go. Howard Charco. Hey, over 200 people already. Happy New Year to everyone. Just joining. It's another cold wind chill walk around downtown. At least this time I don't have to worry about my phone dying before some major event takes place, right? If it dies, it dies. Last time I certainly didn't want it to die before midnight, but it did. But I guess this time it doesn't really matter so much. If it dies after 2 hours, that's okay. 2 hours is still a plenty nice long time to walk around for a live stream, I would say. We'll see if we can keep it going to the regular 2.5 hours though. I guess it all depends. All depends. Maybe what I will do is I'll make sure my power bank is plugged in. Solid here. There we go. Hey Arnold, how you doing? And Dirtween. I heard there was a big water main break down in the St. Lawrence area and people had their water shut off for like a whole day. I think they got the water turned back on again, but I think the street is still closed due to that. Go take a walk past there just out of curiosity. Around Scott and Front in that area, close to St. Lawrence Market. So maybe I'll go over to Church Street here and we'll walk south down Church. Take a look. See, walking past the Carbon Bar with the loud music blaring there across the street. Aaron Hockey, hello. Brown Church. Hey, Marcelo. 35 degrees where you are. In Argentina. Just enjoying the first days of summer there. Hey, Queen Victoria. I'm going to see the Toronto Marlies. That's something I've never done. Hello, Pamela. And Cam is here. Richmond, here's McVeigh's. I mistakenly thought this pub was closed down, but apparently not. It's still very much open. Hey, Jillian, hello. Is it open right now? It seems to be. Yeah, there's people in there. McVeigh's continues.
No, because it's like, why are we gonna, like, you know, it's like...
Hey, 321 John Baptist. Happy New Year to you. Hello, Anne. That guy was befuddled by my streaming gear here. I heard him mutter, "What the fuck?" as he walked past me. The sight of someone walking around with streaming gear is still a mystery to many people, you know? They still cannot comprehend what it could possibly be, what it all means. Hey, Rizaloo, Jose. Happy New Year. Hey, WMD. Happy New Year. Famous Master, hello. At Adelaide. And we got the Whitby dude. Yeah, welcome everyone. Thanks for checking out the stream. Well, my phone is holding up pretty well. It's at 99%. Yeah, I think this cord is better than my other cord I was using on New Year's Eve. This one seems to make a better connection. Hey, Christina for life. Hello, Curtis. evening, Pine Sol. What have I done so far? Nothing. Plans for 2026? I'm not sure. Maybe upgrade some of my equipment. I'm pretty sure that'll happen. And Tom Seeley, 10 bucks. Happy New Year, Ken. Does it bother me when Beatles songs are in commercials? Well, it doesn't really bother me, but sometimes I'm not a fan of if they're a cover version, you know? I'm not a big fan of cover versions of Beatles songs. And that's usually how they're used in commercials. I guess it doesn't bother me, but sometimes I'm like, that's an interesting choice, right? But thank you for the 10 bucks. Very much appreciated. Much appreciated, and cheers, Tom Seeley. Happy New Year. All right, I'm at King Street. Well, hey, that's an idea, Whitby dude. If the Northlander is up and running this year, yeah. I think that might be something I'll do. God, everything is just frozen solid. The ground, everything is just icy and frozen. Chris Mills, good evening. And perpetually taggy. And Yvonne. See more and more people popping in here. Over 300 people already. Stephen Edwards. Happy New Year, one and all. If I missed anyone, my bad, I didn't mean to. Happy New Year to anyone I might have missed saying hi to and hello and all that jazz, you know. Chat's getting busier. And we got Picard in the house. On a cold night like this, you know what really hits the spot? Tea, Earl Grey, hot. The donut on the side. I'm still trying to get through all the food my sister gave me. I have so many things in the freezer because I'm just not going to be able to eat it fast enough. And I have to put it in the freezer to make sure it doesn't go bad, right? Heard the bells a chiming at St. James Cathedral. Hey JP, hello, watching from Trinidad. Welcome to the stream. There were bells on a hill. There's Colburn Street. Greg Keating. Alright, and where's that water main break? I think it's over by Scott Street, actually. The banana tier gets to have a leftover dinner with the Ken Continuum. Yeah, the banana tier. It's only $100 a month, the highest level of channel membership. No mashed potatoes though, Whippy dude. No mashed potatoes, unfortunately. I still have tiramisu, however you pronounce that. I put it in the freezer too, because I could not eat that. It doesn't last very long unless you keep it fresh, so I was like, there's no way I'm going to eat all this. It was like a huge tray of it. I ate a bunch of it, and then I was on a caffeine high. Couldn't sleep all night. Then I like put the rest of it in the freezer. I had to wrap it up real good. Apparently it keeps in the freezer for a few months. I'll finish that off eventually. Hey, Digital Blade, hello. I even got a big giant jar of homemade spaghetti sauce that her husband Hayden made. He always makes the special spaghetti sauce that I really like, so they made me a big giant jar of it. So I think that's what I'm going to have tonight. Hayden's homemade sauce. What is my least favorite music? Oh, I don't know. I guess the default answer is country music. But there are some types of country music I think are okay. I don't listen to much rap either, but there are also some rap or hip-hop songs that I also enjoy. So there's something I enjoy in pretty much every music genre, but I tend not to listen to them that much, or very little. Hey, Billy T, hello. There's Berksey Park. Generally speaking, yeah, I like rock. I like rock music. Surprise, surprise, right? And that includes all the different variations or subgenres that could be lumped in as rock, of which there are many, many, many. I like just a little, just certain songs here and there, Vivian, just a few, mostly older ones, not so much the newer ones, mostly the older ones. Where's that water main break? I think it's right here. Yeah, that's where the water main break was, right there. What? What? That's where the water main break was. We got a nutter over there yammering gibberish at me. He called me a honky. Haven't heard that since I watched the Jeffersons back in the day. Hey, Ex-Pelta, how you doing? Mojo? Graybo, how you doing? Hey Mo, welcome to the stream. And Damon Washington. It's another freezing cold night here in Toronto. It's a bit below seasonal, but close to seasonal, I guess, for early January, but the wind chill makes a big difference. The actual temperature is only around -6 Celsius, but it feels more like -14 or -15 with the wind chill. It's a bracing cold, I guess is a good way to describe it. And we hit 400 viewers. Cheers. Welcome everyone. Hope you're enjoying watching me freeze my tuchus off once again. But this time my phone is doing a lot better. It's actually back up to 100% right now. Why couldn't it have been like this on New Year's Eve, right? Hello Harjot, how you doing? I love some 70s music, yeah. I like music from mainly the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, mostly rock or variations of rock, you know, including like progressive rock or even like synth pop and new romantic and new wave and punk, you know. Some metal, you know, anything that's basically guitar oriented or in some case synthesizer music, dark brooding gothy synthesizer music I kind of enjoy. Hey Transit Mobile Scooter, hello. Yeah, lots of new wave, I like a lot of that. It was all considered rock music, you know, like in one way or another. Even like the synth pop stuff. Stuff like Duran Duran, even. Pop rock, I guess you could say. Pop rock. Power pop. Whatever you want to call it. Hey, Joe Hart, London. I was a fan of some of their stuff. Bauhaus, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, alternative. Remember there was a whole genre just called alternative. Brad Palmer, happy Friday Eve. Oasis, yeah, Britpop. They were rock, whatever. Britpop, rock. The Beatles are rock. They're also classic rock. They're also pop, you know. So many different categories. So many bands fit into so many different categories. Hey, Robert Graziano, 2026. Awesome. Awesome super chat amount. Bob, thank you very kindly. I'll keep on continuing. Thank you, Bob. Much appreciated, and Happy New Year to you. Hey, Edmilson Gomez, hello. We're in Commerce Courtyard here. Marie Palmer, welcome to you as well. Mandy, hello. $3.15 Tricky. Here's Temba, mother of elephants. I think that's her name. With her little babies. Jeez, the wind is making tears come out of my eyes. And then the tears freeze on my face. They freeze on my face. That's right. Hey, Richard. Yvonne Atherton. And Marcelo. And my cord just fell out. Alright. Let me go inside here. Or actually, let me just use this staircase. $440 people walking north up Bay Street, Financial District. Mardonio Santana, hello. And John Law, Happy New Year. I can hear the bells at Old City Hall. 7 o'clock. Yeah, you know what's really cold when the ground has that sort of white sheen on it, you know? Like with all the salty residue and the frost just sort of covering everything. It's like crispy cold, you know? Crispy, crunchy cold. Hey, donkey. Hey, they still have the big Christmas trees over there. Those are still up for now. Hey, Alan K, $5. Let's start a fund for the new streaming phone for Ken. Thank you, Alan K. I think that is on my list of 2026 purchases for the year. So cheers. Much appreciated, Alan K. Thank you very kindly. Hey, Toronto Walker. Streets look pretty clear. Yeah, there's no snowbanks or anything. Not on this side. On the other side, there's a little bit of crusty, dirty snowbanks I can see, but this side is pretty clear. They're playing Thriller. Seems like the wrong time of year to be playing Thriller. Kind of odd. Still got the big trees in the lobbies here too. When do they take all this stuff down? Like maybe a week or so, or 2 weeks maybe after New Year's? I don't know if I've ever paid too much attention. Just suddenly one day you notice everything is gone, you know? And it's like, oh, when did they take all that stuff down? Hey, Red Yo-Yo, hello. Andrea, or Andre, sorry. Hello, Andre. Or is it Andrea? The name is popping by too fast for me to read it here. Andrea, I think. Andrea Inns. Welcome. And we got Choppy. Honk honk, honk a honk a burning love. We're at York. So we're just walking through the financial district. I'm heading west on King Street. Doing my best to keep all my gadgets alive in the cold, and so far so good. The phone is at 99%. My gimbal is also plugged into the power bank. So far so good. Better than on New Year's this far into the stream anyway. Over 41 minutes in now. Oh, the phone just went back up to 100%. But it'll be a matter of time before this cord starts loosening again. Yeah, Felicity, I think it was like -3 in the afternoon, and it was quite sunny. I almost went out to stream then because I thought this is probably the warmest part of the day. Maybe I should go out and stream now, but the laziness just prevented me from doing that. I was like, I just want to hang out and sit around for a while longer, so I ended up doing that. It was so warm and cozy, just chilling, you know. And for those who were watching my stream when it died, I did end up recording the fireworks for those who haven't seen, and I have a video up on the channel now where I do have the fireworks display in that video and a bit of a walk afterwards. Walking back home afterwards in the -20 wind chill. It was brutal. One of the coldest walks I've ever done. On the channel anyway. Mr. Niles, hello. Yeah, I always bring my camera with me just in case something goes wrong. Like I have it with me right now in case something happened to this stream. I thought, well, if worst comes to worst, I can just take out my camera and record a video. What in the, are you kidding me? What did I just see pop in here? Joseph David, holy cow, $100 super chat. Wrong guy. I know him though. Joseph, thank you so much for the incredibly generous super chat. I'm blown away at the generosity. Happy New Year to you. Wow, thank you so much, Joseph. Very much appreciated. Cheers to you. All the best in 2026. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, they thought I was Johnny. They said, "We love you, Johnny." I was like, the wrong guy. Hey, Clee. Have ever gotten a $1,000 super chat? No, I think they only go up to 500, right? If you super chat someone, I think 500 is the maximum amount, from what I remember. And I've never gotten one that big before. I've seen some other streamers though get $500 super chats. I think I saw Henry one time was streaming Toronto Tech in Transit, and he got a $500 super chat one time. I remember he was like completely flabbergasted. That's the greatest. There's Roy Thompson Hall. Always looks so nice at night. Hello, Maria. And Fun Feeds, hello. Glad you had a good Christmas and New Year's. No, Johnny is definitely taller. I'm wider though. He's taller, I'm wider. Hey, just Richie, hello. Quad Mods, Happy New Year. It's a cold night in Toronto. The moon, wow, it's really something right now. Derek C, hello. Got the new skyscraper by the late Frank Gehry rising right there. He just passed away recently. This is his tallest ever building that he designed, or it will be when it's topped out. Frank Gehry's most skyscraping building. And there'll be a second phase that will be taller than this one. This will be the shorter of the two phases. But both are damn tall. This is David Pico Square, and hello Mark. And Jake. They have all these benches here, but they didn't clear the snow away from around all these benches, right? So it's kind of not the best for anyone who actually wants to sit down and use one of the benches. Which is kind of what I want to do here for a second. Toronto is not vertically challenged, no. It's one of the most vertical cities in North America, easily. I think it has the second most high-rise buildings on the entire continent after only New York City. We're talking high-rises, not strictly skyscrapers, just high-rises, which are usually considered to be buildings of 12 stories or more in height. So if you include those ones, then Toronto is second only to New York. If you include skyscrapers only, then it's third after New York and Chicago. But it's building a lot more than Chicago, and it's rapidly catching up. So it's going to pass Chicago a number of actual skyscrapers in the near future. There's literally over 20 skyscrapers under construction right now in Toronto. And I think there's only like one under construction in Chicago. So Toronto is catching up big time, and it will blow right past Chicago soon. For all you skyscraper geeks, for those of you who aren't skyscraper geeks, you're probably like, who gives a shit? But I'm a skyscraper geek, so I kind of keep track of this stuff. Felicity's thinking, you can't eat a skyscraper. Who cares? They don't taste good.
Following the streetcar.
Have I been eating cupcakes? I have not. I haven't eaten a cupcake in a long, long time. Kind of busy around here. All right, Mr. Niles, have a good night. Stay warm. I know, right, Mark? Oh, look at. But things are going to slow down for the next few years in Toronto, I think, in terms of new construction of skyscrapers and that sort of thing, until the condo market recovers, until immigration levels go back up again, because they're down to nothing right now. So there's going to be some years of slow to minimal growth, or maybe even zero growth in a lot of ways for the next few years. But I mean, there will always be something being built in Toronto, right? There might not be condos being built after these ones under construction are finished, but there'll be other buildings going up, like rentals, purpose-built rentals. Those will start getting built in bigger numbers. And eventually, the population will start growing again. The way it was in the last like 3 or 4 years, it was growing incredibly fast. It was the fastest growing city in North America for a few years. Hey, Chips and Salsa. Hello, hello. And Sal Smith. This is a show at the Princess of Wales. They're playing, these are a few of my favorite things, that man sitting in front of the theater there. Wonder if that melody could get me a copyright claim. Sometimes even a melody can trigger it. Hey, Tavane Palmer, hello. First Friday of 2026, that's right. Hello, Aces. Some people do that, Aces. I don't have a drone. It's not really legal in a lot of places around the city to do that, but people do it anyway. You'll find tons of drone videos on YouTube flying over downtown Toronto. Most of them are done on the sly. I think it's possible to get a copyright by singing, but it doesn't usually happen though. It doesn't usually happen. It's usually more like a backing track or some sort of instrument that is playing a melody, not so much a person's voice. I find that triggers the detection, you know, of the melody and gets a copyright. Because I've sung plenty of songs just using my voice, you know, while I was streaming, and I think I was singing the melody pretty accurately, and I've never gotten a copyright claim from any of them. But I've walked past somebody just strumming a song on a guitar, not even singing or anything, just strumming the tune, the melody, and I would get a copyright claim. It's really annoying when that happens. Hey, E-Cypher, hello. Yeah, we walked through Restaurant Row. I remember that Kit Kat place. I never went there, though. Wasn't that the place that was against the streetcar right-of-way here on King Street? The transit priority corridor? Weren't they against that? Was that them? Some restaurant was against them. I hear some weird noises. I'm going to cross to the other side here. Greg, I've gotten copyright claims for little clips of songs that were less than 10 seconds long. Like 7 seconds, like, you know, like I've gotten more than one. It's ridiculous. And where you can't even really hear it in the video. It's just barely detectable. That's right, the Mandarin at Yonge and Eglinton are right by there, is closing down in a couple weeks. It's a very popular and busy spot. But I think that building is slated to be redeveloped, so that's why it's closing, I believe. Hey, Saleida, hello. It wasn't that one, Mark? Yeah, I can't remember the name of the restaurant that did that. So it wasn't Kit Kat, but I do remember the Kit Kat. Hey, Shiro Weirdo, how you doing? Oh, there goes my cord again. See some stairs over here. They preserved all these old townhouses here when they built this new development. All these old historic townhouses were incorporated into it, so it looks really nice now. They restored them. Thank you, Vivian. That's right. Do all the things, hit all the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. I do these streams regularly, a few times a week when I walk around Toronto. Sometimes I go out of town, go explore some other places, but Toronto is my home base. But I have been to all the major cities in Canada, I think, except for Halifax, if that counts as a major city, and Victoria, I suppose. All the big major cities of over 1 million people anyway, I've been to, recording videos and doing live streams. So I guess Halifax doesn't make the cut as far as those ones go. Hey Hannah, hello. Straighten out here. There we go. Fresh Trackify, watching from Moose Factory, way up north. Welcome. I've never been that far north in Ontario, but I have been to Cochrane. You can catch the Polar Bear Express, right, from Cochrane to Moose Factory. That's the only way to get there, I think. There's no road that goes up there. You have to catch the Polar Bear Express train, which is operated by Ontario Northland, which is headquartered in North Bay, my hometown. You got mugged in Halifax. I have heard that Halifax can have a fairly high crime rate at times for that sort of thing. Or is it Moosonee? Yeah, Moosonee, right? The train goes to Moosonee. How far is Moose Factory from Moosonee? So the moon is full tonight, no wonder. It looked pretty full when I saw it earlier. We're over 500 viewers. Welcome to the frigid, cold streets of Toronto. Once again, feels almost as cold as New Year's Eve, which was ridiculously cold. Okay, so they're pretty close together. Yeah, I thought they were basically neighbors, you know? Hey, Scott. Yeah, I'm trying, Alicia. The wind, just the wind, man. Holy moly. Blowing in my face. Trying to kill my gadgets.
Yeah.
We're going east on, or sorry, west on Adelaide Street. preparing this building for redevelopment. I'm going to tear most of it down, leave some facade standing. So it'll be a case of facadism. And then they're going to build a new tall residential building. Hello Karen, welcome. And Crikey. Over 500 people. When my phone died right before the fireworks, there were 2,400 people watching as my phone failed to last long enough to stream the fireworks. I'm not sure where they all went after they had to leave my stream. I'm sure a lot of them went over to Johnny's stream or T-Shod's. Yeah, since the phone died, I wasn't able to properly end the stream. Normally I manually press end, right? Well, I couldn't do that. The phone just died before I had a chance to do that. So that's why the stream kept going after my phone died. The chat was still alive for like a while afterwards. Until I got home, basically. I had to go into YouTube Studio on my laptop and then end the stream there. So that's why the chat just kept going for like so long after the stream died. I noticed people were still chatting away like an hour later. Hey Rebecca, hello. We're at Spadina. Yeah, my phone is at 100% right now. My gimbal is still in the green, no red battery indicator or anything.
I'm sorry, I'm not playing any good. You can say home is Joseph. Joey can come.
All right, I'm going north. What is this Muzak I hear? Right, the Cuban Cafe was blasting some music, so I just had to mute the audio there for a bit. Walking up towards Queen and Spadina. I've yet to try that place out. I've heard it's good though. I think Carlos said it was good one time when I showed it in another stream. Queen and Spadina. Hey, have a good night, Mr. Adam's Apple. Kevin Hawthorne, hello. And Harjot.
He worked for Doc Martin for a couple of months.
Thanks, stepdad. It's a cold one. A very, very cold one. Got a new building going up right there. Lemon pledge. Sorry. No. Yeah, I think Toronto is popular with the urban walking genre because it's a bit like New York in the sense that when you're walking around, you never know what you might come across, right? There's always activity, there's always people on the streets. There's always things going on. There's always lots of walkable areas, and you just get the feeling like you could come across anything at any time, sort of thing. Hey, Advisorate, hello. It just has that sort of big city wonderment, I guess, about it, you know? People are just interested to see what's going on, you know. New York obviously is the king of that sort of thing. People watch New York streams. There's so many people streaming in New York, and all of the streamers there get big audiences. Even if their channel is relatively small and unknown, if you just start walking around in New York and you're live streaming, you're going to get people watching. And Toronto has a similar thing going on, just not as much. It's sort of like the next best thing, I guess, for big North American cities. This is Sonic Boom here. Check out, they got the abominable snow monster in there from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special. He's just chilling in there. He looks nice and warm. People want to see the action. Yeah, that's right, SG. This is an awesome record store here, Sonic Boom. Like even on a freezing cold night like this, it's not like completely dead, you know? Like a lot of other places would just be a ghost town. But there's still people out on the streets, out doing things, going places. A bit less, obviously, than on a nice warm night. Hey, Barbarian, hello. Some nice souvenirs here. There you go. You know you're in Canada when. Hello, Andrew. My first day of 2026 was very lazy. I just sat around and did nothing all day yesterday. I watched my two favorite New Year's movies. I watched Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis. And then later on I watched When Harry Met Sally with Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. Sorry. Both those movies have a New Year's theme to them, so I always like to watch those on New Year's. There's another funky store here. All kinds of stuff in there. We're coming into Chinatown here. A&A department store. Yeah, directed by Rob Reiner.
I think that is what she is. Yeah, I would say she's because I was like, wait.
The late Rob Reiner, unfortunately. Hey, Mark Bass, hello.
Yeah, only letting in bees from that hive. If other bees try to come in,
Trading Places. Well, there is that aspect in the movie, yes, but it's mainly about two guys who trade places. A rich guy and a not rich guy. A rich guy and a guy who basically lives on the streets are tricked into trading places. It's a really funny, well-made movie. But it does involve some stock market action. I've seen Spinal Tap many times, and I just recently watched the sequel. It was okay. The sequel just wasn't anywhere near as good as the original, though, but you can say that about a lot of movies, right? It was still fun to watch it, though, like 40 years later. Hey, Bill Chow, hello. Kind of lively in Chinatown right now. A frozen Friday night. Spadina and Dundas. Did I watch The Godfather? Ever? Yeah. Years ago. Many years ago. That's right, Mark. The movie's hilarious, man. It's one of the best comedies ever, in my opinion. And if you're just talking about the 80s, then it's probably in the top 5 best comedies of the 80s easily. They're all in their prime. Eddie Murphy in his prime, Dan Aykroyd in his prime, and Jamie Lee Curtis in her prime. Recommendation for the new year. Trading Places from 1983, I think, so it's getting pretty old now, but it still holds up. Holy, the wind is ridiculous right here. We're walking north, getting a face full of wind chill here. Eddie Murphy still pops up. Yeah, he's still going. He kind of laid low for a while, but then he's been making a bit of a comeback lately. He's still going. Yeah, the wind is horrendous. Still have like about 2 more months of winter weather. Ugh. March isn't as bad, obviously, but the first half of March still seems pretty winter-like. The last half, it finally starts to warm up a bit. February is the worst month. Even though it's the shortest month, it's the worst one. Hey, welcome to the stream. Any new viewers? Over 520 people watching right now. If you want to come and say hi in the chat, that would be awesome. You do have to subscribe to join the chat though, but it's totally painless, I assure you. Just a quick click of the button and you're good to go. Hey Jollykins, hello. Pale Blue Dot the Third, Happy New Year. February is your birthday month. Well, I guess in your case, it's not the worst month then. For all you February babies out there. It does have Groundhog Day too, which is kind of fun. It's also a good excuse to watch the movie Groundhog Day, which is another awesome movie. You too, Jada? You're a February baby? Yeah?
If you don't put everything in my pocket.
I dated an Aquarius girl once. I think I did. Or was she a Pisces? Maybe she was a Pisces. I don't know. I don't really follow astrology or believe in it. Hey Marg, hello.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, we're an hour and a half in. My phone is at 96% after an hour and a half. It's doing a hell of a lot better than it did on New Year's Eve. Why didn't I use this cord on New Year's Eve instead of that other cord? Live and learn, I guess. Live and learn. Hey, Michael Wynn, how you doing? Happy New Year. Crossing College Street. And Mark M is here. Yeah, it's decently lively tonight. More so than I thought it would be. People just out and about doing whatever they're doing on a Friday night. Chinatown was busy. Hey, Mary Valencia. I am indeed. I like to punish myself, I guess, or torture myself. It builds character, right? That's what, like, a grandpa would say or something. There's the Daniels building. This is home to the School of Architecture at the University of Toronto. It dates back to the 19th century. Because we're basically on the edge of the U of T campus right here. Carl Roth, hello. And Harry Styles. Nice of you to take a break from the world of pop music to check out my stream. Lucky A. And Tiana. Happy New Year. And Happy New Year to all the new viewers who might have just popped in for the first time tonight. Or maybe for the second time. Maybe you discovered my channel on New Year's Eve. So welcome back if that's the case. Sorry about the lack of fireworks on New Year's Eve. I have 30.7. Hey, thanks, Leo. Yeah, I was pretty close to 0.7. When I was starting the stream, I was only like about 4 or 5 subs away, so I guess we got past that. So cheers to all the new subscribers. Making pretty good progress here. I just hit 30K not too long ago. Already at 30.7. Maybe we'll hit 31K in the next couple weeks. We'll see. Maybe sooner. What did I do after my live stream? Well, I stuck around and recorded the fireworks on my camera and recorded a bit of the walk home, and then I just basically went straight home and warmed up. I watched the Stranger Things finale, and that's about it. Worked on my video for the next day, my premiere, making sure it was all ready to go. I thought the Stranger Things finale was, I don't know. It was okay, but it was also a bit corny at times, I thought. Some of the dialogue, all those sentimental flashback scenes and that sort of thing. Definitely trying to tug on your heartstrings and all that sort of thing. It could have been a lot better, but it also could have been a lot worse, so whatever. I'll hit 50K in 2026. I'll be amazed if that's the case. Well, let's see if this can happen. Everyone who has been watching and not subscribing, hint hint. Hey, Dan Steely, hello. Hello, Elvin. Yeah, that was the last episode. It's done. It took 10 years to air the whole show, but the characters only aged 4 years in the show's time. Somehow 4 years of time in the show equaled 10 years in real time. But at the end they did do a bit of a time jump. I won't give it all away, but there was a bit of a time jump at the end. Well, I guess I have to watch, Andrew. I don't want to spoil anything. A lot of people probably haven't gotten around to watching the show yet. like a soap opera, sort of. It sort of did devolve into a schmaltzy kind of thing, I thought. A little too schmaltzy and cheesy at times. Because we had so many characters on the show by the end, right? It was hard to figure out how to write the episodes that included everyone so no one was left out. That's a problem that happens once you add too many characters that stick around, you know. Usually characters come and go on shows, but on Stranger Things they just kept adding characters and none of them ever went away. They just kept adding more and adding more. And it was like no one was allowed to leave the show. They all had to stick around. Hey, Sebastia, hello. Midge Adams. I guess there are a few characters who were killed off, you know, over the seasons. Some popular ones actually, but not as many as most other shows, you know, of that nature, that type of show. Well, fair enough, Bill. If you're not into it, you're not into it. It sort of like started off as a sci-fi mystery in the first season with lots of 80s nostalgia, you know. The first season was a lot of fun. It got more and more complex with every season after that. Tried to do too many things, I think. Hey, Randy Ruck, hello. All right, walking through the U of T here, University of Toronto. Yeah, U of T is absolutely beautiful. All the old architecture, lots of it is from the 19th century, a lot of these old buildings. Definitely one of the nicest university campuses you'll find. And it's right downtown, kind of in the northwestern corner of downtown, but you basically have the city skyline all around you here when you're walking through the campus. Hey, get through the tower! Get through the tower! No one's around here though. I think school is out of session still. I think on Monday it's going to be a really busy day because I think a lot of people are going to be coming back into the office, like government employees. Starting Monday are mandated to come back into the office 5 days a week. And a lot of people working for the big banks and other private companies also will be coming into the office 4 or 5 days a week starting on Monday. So things are going to see a major uptick on Monday in terms of the commuter crush, the number of people coming into the core of the city, all the offices. Probably transit also will see a big boost in ridership, I think. Of course, a lot of people aren't happy about it and are doing everything they can to avoid that, but I guess in this job market, especially working for the private companies, if you quit, you're not really guaranteed to just immediately find another job that allows you to work from home, right? A few years ago that might have been the case, but not so much right now. So a lot of people are just gonna do it because they have no choice. How much could I make a month on YouTube? It varies. I make enough to pay the bills on my channel. Sometimes comfortably so, other times less comfortably so. It varies. I have a small channel, so I don't make a lot of money compared to some other YouTubers. But I am thankful that I make enough to live off of, right? I have a rent-controlled apartment. The rent is cheap, so that helps a lot. I'm not like a big spender. I'm rather frugal. So I can get by okay. Some other people might not be able to get by if they're making what I make here on YouTube. I'm just sort of lucky that I am able to, and very thankful. Hey, Green Fingers Gardener, hello. But basically, yeah, all my rent, food, bills are all paid for with my YouTube income. That includes ad revenue and donations from viewers, all combined. Hey, Ounce Willis, hello. Pale Blue Dot the Third. I'm a simple man. I think the main factor that makes it possible is my apartment. It's a cheap apartment. I've been living in it for 15 years now. It's rent controlled. That's the number one reason. And also, I don't drive. I live downtown, so I have no need for a car. So that's a big expense I don't have to bother with. I have no kids, obviously. I'm not married. I don't even have a pet. You want my apartment? It's a bit of a dump, don't get me wrong, but it's good enough for me. I'm quite cozy there. Everything works. And it's perfectly located for me anyway. I can walk to anything in the downtown area within 25 minutes. Ooh, nice echo here. Woo! Alright, Alright, we're at Queen's Park. Is it similar to Johnny's? Well, it's a bachelor apartment, same as Johnny, but mine is a bit smaller than his though. He has a bigger bachelor. I have a smaller one. Yeah, Johnny's is bigger than mine. He has a balcony also. I don't have a balcony. But we both live in old apartment buildings, like old 1960s, 70s era apartment buildings. Those kind of blocky slab style apartment buildings, I guess you could say, from the late 60s, early 70s. Mine doesn't have a balcony. My building used to have balconies, but they did a big reno and they basically enclosed the balcony space. What was a balcony became part of the inside of the unit. So the balcony just became an extension of the living room. What was the balcony? No more balcony. But Johnny and I have a pretty similar lifestyle, I would say, overall, in terms of how we live and what we do, obviously. We're in Queen's Park. Tower peeking through the trees. No, it's not like a sunroom, it's just basically part of the living room now. They just extended the wall and enclosed it. So you wouldn't even know there was ever a balcony there. It just looks totally like part of the room now. Do people live inside the aura? Oh yeah, that's a condo. You can see the aura through the trees. The LED lights on top. -3 right now in the UK. Oh, surprisingly chilly there. I think it's probably more like -7 in Toronto right now. Feeling more like -15 with the wind chill. Do they do wind chill in the UK? Most people, when they talk about the temperature here in Canada, they state the wind chill temperature instead of the actual temperature. That kind of annoys me because that's not the temperature. The wind chill is not the temperature. The wind chill is what it feels like when the wind is blowing. You hear that all the time. Oh, it's -30. No, it's not -30. It's actually like -12, but it's just the wind chill feels like -30. And in Toronto, it never even gets that cold anyway. Hey, Patrick, hello. Hey, hello, Spirit Sky. Definitely kind of quiet over here by Queen's Park. Not too much activity. Hello, Mary Rose Celestini. I'm doing all right. Yeah, the city looks awesome at night with all the lights. Well, we're still walking through the U of T here, right? This is still University of Toronto, so not anything going on campus at this time of year, especially at this time of night. That's why it's so quiet here. I think Monday, all the students are back in class, I think. Hey, Slack Wolf. You're not a fan of Stranger Things? Let's go find a riot. All right, Randy. Let's go find something like that. It's kind of nice walking through this peaceful area, though, you know? I don't mind it, really. Got all the city lights all around us. Hey, John Rocks. Haven't seen any animals, no. Oops, my gimbal is getting wobbly. But look at that. 1 hour and 56 minutes. This is where my phone died on New Year's Eve, when I was 1 hour and 56 minutes into the stream. My phone died. It had 0 battery life left. And guess how much battery I have right now on my phone? 97%. 97%. Why couldn't I have 97% then? Now it's at 98. It actually went up. It's going up. Yeah, this cable. If only I used this cable then. Oh well. I can keep on continuing forever. Yeah, seems like it. Check out this awesome view here. It's One Bloor West. That is a very big city-esque vista we're looking at here. Hey, Transit Mobile Scooter, $10 for a warm drink from the roommate and you. Thank you once again, Transit Mobile Scooter and roommate. That sounds fantastic. Much appreciated. Happy New Year to both of you. Cheers. Hey, Bob from Wick. Hello. That's right, quad mods. I'll make up for it next New Year's Eve, right? I'll probably have my new phone then also. All right, crossing Bay Street. There's the Condo Canyon. I think the plan is to go to a grocery store before home, so that's most likely I'll end up at one of them. I'm not sure which one yet. Hello, 100 TJL. All right, 2 hours in. That would be something, Carl. I'm definitely not counting on that or expecting that though, but that would be something. I agree, Slack Wolf. Yeah, I feel pretty lucky now. When I first took the apartment, though, I was like, I guess I can live here for a while. I wasn't too thrilled about it, to be honest, but now I'm feeling very fortunate to have that apartment now. I thought I'd lived there for a few years or something and then move on to something more to my liking, but that's not what happened, and I guess it all worked out for the best. Hey, John Law, $20. Thank you very kindly for the generous super sticker, John Law. Hope you're enjoying the walk around frozen Toronto tonight. Much appreciated, John. Thank you very kindly. Across Yonge Street. Put the gimbal down for a second. Straighten it out. I don't know if I'd ever, even if I did have the means to move into a bigger, nicer, more expensive apartment, I'd probably still keep that apartment that I have here. I'd probably still hang on to it just because the rent is so cheap, you know. Maybe I'd be able to just keep it as another space, a little getaway. I don't know, a space I could use for other purposes or something. That'd be kind of nice to be able to do that.
That's like what really referred to the most. So like, here I am in negative 20 degrees weather.
Maybe if I have friends who come into the city, I could let them stay in it and that sort of thing, you know. I also could sublet it, whatever. But as of right now, it's basically home, so who knows if anything like that will ever be possible. It'd be nice though. Going down Yonge Street. So cheers once again everyone for checking out the stream tonight. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do these streams regularly, 3 times a week usually. I'll do a live stream. And I post pre-recorded videos on all the other days of the week. So by all means, subscribe, come and say hi in the chat, hit the notification bell if you do subscribe. Hey, Yun Yun Wana Uni, hello. Frozen wind chill Yonge Street here. Alright, Vivian, have a good night. Thank you for modding for 2+ hours tonight. Have a good rest of your evening, Vivian. I'll see you in the next one. Might as well take us down to Yonge and Dundas, right? Heading in that direction. Hey, Michael Klein. Give me the ding dong ditch. When I was growing up, we called that Nicky Nicky 9-door. I guess it all depends on where you live, right? Ding Dong Ditch does make a lot more sense to me than Nicky Nicky 9-door. I'm not sure why we called it that. Is it too cold for me? Well, I guess not, since I'm still out here. It's cold though. It seems just about as cold as on New Year's Eve. Close to it. Maybe a few degrees warmer. Or a few degrees less cold, I guess. To more accurately state it. Maybe a bit less windy. A bit less wind chilly. Knocking down Ginger. Lots of different lots of different names for the same game. Knocking down Ginger sounds like pushing Ed Sheeran over or something. What happened to Tim Hortons? Is it not still there? I think it's still there on the corner. The 7-Eleven though is gone now. That was on the other corner. I can feel my gimbal getting wobbly now. It's starting to get weak. My phone is still good, 99%. Gotta get myself a parka jacket. I bet you that would be extra warm. This coat I have though is surprisingly warm. It seems to do the job pretty well. It doesn't have a hood though, but my hat I think is good. Yeah, this winter coat I got from my sister years ago, and it still is serving me well. Hey, basketball maven. I don't know if I'm a Canada Goose jacket type person, you know? What was my favorite video I made last year? I don't know. I did go out of town a couple times. I went to Ottawa. Yeah, I'm not sure what my all-time favorite video from last year was. Probably a downtown Toronto walk of some sort, I would imagine. Meeting up with Johnny. I wasn't planning on it. Wasn't in the plan. I wasn't sure if Johnny would be out tonight or staying home, so I didn't really make any plans to meet him or anything. Stay where I am at Tai on Yonge. I just walked past Tai on Yonge. I should stay there, right? That's my favorite restaurant.
Yeah. Thank you. We're not fucking telling you. Thank you. Did you make it, right? Yeah. You make it? Yeah. I love this one. That's why it's like good food. Downstairs. You guys go first. Yeah, you guys go first. Oh, yeah. Can you guys go first?
Close to Yonge and Happy New Year. Getting close to Yonge and Dundas. It's getting busier. Got the Muzak zone, the dreaded Muzak zone. I don't even know where half of the music is coming from. It just seems to be coming from every doorway as you walk down here. Every place has music blasting. The warehouse, they always blast the most offensive music out onto the street. It's kind of comical how they just don't give a fuck, basically, right? They just blast the worst, most offensive music you can think of out onto the street for everyone to hear. Got the preachers out tonight. Hey, ray of sunshine. Happy New Year. Do we have competing preachers? One on each corner here? Yeah, we do. Which one is the real one?
Give me the Holy Ghost and I will be different. I'm here to let you know that the born again experience that comes through Jesus Christ will make you whole. The Bible says that God can heal the brokenhearted. In fact, the Spirit of the Lord was upon him because he anointed him to preach the gospel to the poor, to heal the brokenhearted, to set at liberty those who are captive, and bring recovery of sight to the blind, and to declare the acceptable year of
Good job, drivers.
I'm calling you back home, whoever you are. You grew up in church and you backslide. Come back home. You're living in sin.
A Shake Shack milkshake. What about a heated milkshake? Is a heated milkshake still a milkshake? My gimbal's dying on me. The gimbal is getting weak. It's getting weaker. Ooh, that was dramatic. Hot chocolate then, yeah. Maybe I should go to Cafe Landwehr, Felicity. Didn't you tell me that they have the best hot chocolate ever? Got lots of music. The breakdancer guy, he's out here. Doesn't matter if it's 15 below with the wind chill. Breakdancer guy is still out there breakdancing. Yeah, my gimbal's getting so wobbly. So wobbly and weak. Hey, Tiana, $5. Thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated, Tiana. Thank you kindly, Tiana. Cheers to you. It's pretty lively on Yonge Street, right? Pretty lively. Yeah, I think my gimbal is getting old. I think I need to get a new gimbal also. Not just a new phone, but a new gimbal. Gimbals have a limited lifespan, I find. Usually after a couple of years, they're done. My phone is 5 years old, so it's served me well, you know. I think it's done more than enough. Have a good night, Mary. I'll see you in the next one, Mary. See, the gimbal is wobbling. Well, we're almost at 2.5 hours. Might see Johnny. Is he down this way? He was at Nathan Phillips, right? Is he still around there?
Nice, it looks like.
My gimbal needs some Viagra, yeah. I think I made that same joke on New Year's Eve, or similar to that anyway. JS is walking towards me. Oh, there he is. I see him. He's right there. There he is. What do you know about that? What's up? I'll go there.
How long have you been live for?
2.5 hours? Yeah. Yeah.
Is this thing
But look at him, I'm still at 93% and it's not even plugged in.
New Year's was just extra frigid.
Yeah. I was dead after 2 hours on New Year's, right?
I was
That
at
it.
50% when I got to the waterfront, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can unplug this stupid thing. I get there, I'm at like 15, 20. I'm like,
Oh,
I
no,
better
yeah.
plug back in. Or I'm
Yeah, I even plugged in, my phone just couldn't take it. It just died, man. Yeah. But tonight, look at it. It's pretty cold tonight too, but it's like night and day compared to New Year's Eve, right?
I've been going for 43 minutes.
Yeah.
No plug-in. I'm at 44, and I started at 90.
Wow, yeah.
Some people are admiring your setup.
Yeah, it's pretty snazzy, eh?
It's not at all janky.
Not at all, no. This is MacGyver's wet dream right here, yeah. Or is it his worst nightmare? One or the other, I don't know.
Chris the Pepsi driver says he has the same power bank as you. Ask him, did you get it at the CNE? I think he got that as a gift, actually.
It was a gift, yeah. It was a gift.
Where are you off to?
Well, I'm kind of finishing, I think, yeah. I just heard you're in the area, so I thought I'd walk down Yonge.
Going to head
Yeah.
north up to Yonge.
All right, we'll go back up to Yonge and Dundas, and then I'll end my stream. I'm not sure about Johnny, though.
I was asked a question, had I ever been to Brass Rail? And I said, yes, I have. Have you?
No, I've never been, no.
You just go to Fillmore's, the local spot?
I went to Fillmore's one time, yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
having Fillmore's on your list of accomplishments, but not the Brass Rail.
I think that makes perfect sense, yeah.
It says, your Philly disco, what will Ken do if the rubber band snaps? Thank you. I got a super chat asking.
Then you'll hear lots of whooshing wind noises. Yeah.
By the way, for like whatever that costs, well worth it.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, I'll get one then.
Just like wirelessly beams, and then if you live stream with 2 people, you can hook 2 up to that.
And your cord can still connect to charge it. Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's so light.
Good. Okay.
Marco says, do you Canadians have become obsessed with homeowning to replace small business capitalism? It seems that Canadians have become economically lazy. Well, thank you for the $5. This guy's been hammering me with political questions all night.
Yeah.
That's just an opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
The rubber bands continue as much as I do. That's right. That's right. Well, if I buy this little gadget that Johnny recommended to me, I won't need the rubber bands anymore. See this little gadget he has here?
Yeah, because the DJI Mic Mini receiver is so big and heavy, so they released this one. Yeah, I think it was like $30.
Nice. Do you find though that the battery life of the mic dies fast in the cold though?
This?
Yeah.
I've never had an issue.
No? Okay. Because my regular mic too, when I'm recording a video with the really cold weather, it dies a lot faster, you know? Yeah.
Never. I mean, I've had a few really long streams for videos, but I don't normally stream with this, so I haven't put it to like a 3 hour. But this was only, I bought another one of these for $30. So that was like 30.
Oh, nice.
That was like 30.
Okay, cool.
So like.
Felicity says no. You want me to stay janky, Felicity, right? Is that it?
Marcus says, Johnny, do you contribute to your FHSA account?
Felicity likes the jankiness of my setup.
Hell yeah, I do. I have no intentions of buying a home. I think.
Hey, to Saint Mary, hello. Lorraine McLean.
I don't know what you're trying to get with that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we got breakdancer guy up here blasting music.
Keep the politics out of the channel, says. Yeah, I put a moratorium on those political questions. Chris the Pepsi's driver says, buy Ken a 1990 table dance at the classy brass rail. Don't worry, Megan won't mind. Cheers.
Megan won't mind. Yeah, especially since she's married now to someone else. Yeah. She won't mind. No one. Would you mind?
I would like to think that I would be with someone cool enough to like, be like
Right.
go nuts.
Yeah.
Just don't come home with anything.
His breakdancer guy.
Put yourself in their shoes too. As everyone thinks you're like, do you really think they want some dude coming up to them and get? No, of course not.
No.
The first thing they probably do is like bathe in a.
Yeah, have you seen some of the dudes that go there? Come on now.
They don't disinfect every part of their body.
Right.
Off work, I bet. Anyways.
Yeah, this breakdancer guy, his music, yeah. I already avoided him once.
Yeah, guys, just a reminder, if there is someone in the chat that is not to your liking, you can block them so you don't have to see their chats. Thank you for the reminder, Lisa.
I still got over 400 viewers watching. That's awesome. Cheers, everyone. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here at Yonge and Dundas Square. That's right, I said that correctly.
Yonge Dundas Square.
Or almost correctly.
I will accept almost anything but one particular name. Because people have always kind of playfully called it names that take a jab at it. That's
I just say the square.
A lot of people call it Dumbass Square, Dumbass Square.
Yeah.
Like,
I called it Drumdass Square for a while because it was always drummers, remember? It was always drummers drumming.
All right, Marco, I'm no longer reading.
But thanks, everyone. I'm going to wrap it up here. Past the 2.5 hour mark. We made it. My phone is still doing well, even though it's not even plugged in right now. So quite the difference from New Year's Eve. So thanks, everyone, for joining me on the frosty, frigid Friday night. First Friday night of 2026. Walking around downtown. It was a lot of fun. I stayed fairly warm, except for a few windshield in the face moments. But I'm close to home, so I'll be very warm in a short amount of time. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you in my next stream. So keep an eye out for that. In the next 2 or 3 days, I'll be streaming again. And tomorrow night I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video around 7:15ish p.m., 7 to 7:15 p.m. Hope to see you in the live chat during the premiere tomorrow night. I'll be in the chat, of course. And Alicia, right under the wire, 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, Alicia. Cheers, Alicia, and everyone else who sent super chats tonight. Thank you so much for the awesome support. I got some very extremely generous supers tonight, but all support is greatly appreciated. Big or small, it all means more to me than you know that you support the channel. So thanks to each and every one of you for supporting, and thanks to the mods as well. And yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow night in the premiere and in my next stream. And thank you to the channel members also. All right, until next time, I will continue. Have a good night, everyone. All right, we'll say goodbye to Johnny, but you can keep on watching Johnny walk around. I'm not sure how long he's going to continue on for.
Not much longer. I'm a bit of a wimp.
Maybe Johnny's getting close to the end, but be sure to pop over if you want to keep on watching some streaming action here.
You mean keep on rocking in the free world?
That's right. All right, bye everyone. Have a good night.
So if you've ever wondered what Ken does after his streams,
I press end.